The film opens with young Tommy Jarvis observing Jason's grave. As drunk teens dig up his remains, we see him come to life, killing the teens as he stares at Tommy. Just before he slices Tommy, it's revealed to be a dream sequence, and we meet older Tommy on his way to a mental home. We cut to a title card, and after, now at the home, we're introduced to the doctor and the main cast, like Reggie. But he's not mentally ill. He's just here visiting his grandpa. Tommy is in no mood for making friends. Later, Joey bothers the wrong person and gets an axe to the back from an angry Victor. They're both taken away. That night, we see two stereotypical greasers are killed, one even getting a road flare down the throat. The next morning, during breakfast, Tommy has an outburst pummeling Eddie for teasing him. That night, a couple is killed outside a diner for doing coke. The next day, Eddie and Tina sneak into the woods to do naughty things. As a stranger watches in the distance, we see the killer likes to do things alone, and he kills him and the couple. Once it's over, they're both pretty gruesome deaths. Later that night, we see Pam take Reggie to go meet his brother, bringing along Tommy so he can get out of the house. During their little reunion, they share some Mexican food, and a hillbilly teases Tommy, but it ends with the hillbilly getting a bloody nose and Pam stepping in before it gets too far. She takes Reggie back to the house. As Tommy runs off, Reggie's brother, Demon, starts to feel the Mexican food sprinting to his outhouse. His girlfriend is killed off screen, and the killer toys with him while he's in there. He's finally stabbed through the heart to kill him. Pam drops off Reggie and goes looking for Tommy, but has car problems and has to go on foot. We hear a storm is starting to come in, and the killer murders everyone in the house. Reggie wakes up, and Pam helps him escape after they find the bodies of everyone in the house. We also get a look at the killer, seeing the mask has 2 blue streaks instead of 1 red streak. Reggie and Pam run into an ambulance, finding the driver is murdered, and Reggie lets out a scream and running after the killer appears. Pam, all alone, is chased by the killer. Just before she's stabbed, Reggie appears with a bulldozer, knocking him over. But not for long, as a fight commences between Pam and the killer. Just when all hope is lost for Pam, Tommy appears and he causes the killer to automatically switch aggro to him. The fight finally ends with the killer falling onto a Sonic the Hedgehog spikes for some reason. Anyway, it's revealed that it's a random paramedic guy that is taking revenge for his son's death at the beginning of the film. The film ends with Tommy at the hospital resting from his wounds, waking from a nightmare. As Jason's spirit appears in the room, Johnny smiles and getting up, putting on Roy's mask and possibly killing Pam as a passing of the torch thing, but we don't get to see that come to fruition in the future movies. My final thoughts are, although it's the least well-received Friday film, the reasons being Jason isn't actually in it, it's still a fairly good slasher. In fact, it was my introduction to the franchise. I still remember laughing my ass off at Reggie leaving Pam behind as he just full sprints into the woods. It was nostalgic watching this movie, and trying to figure out the killer is really fun if you haven't seen this movie and haven't been spoiled yet. It will constantly keep you guessing throughout the movie. I will admit the characters are bland, and we see this trend carry on through the series as it progresses. The gore for this one are only made up by 2 really good kills, and the rest are just stab city. Tomorrow I'll review Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. Until then, bye!